Damn, that's when that place is free, port's gone. I swear these places are getting hit harder than they used to be. If, soon enough, some of these factions aren't going to exist, it feels. And the game's going to be a lot deader for it. All there's going to be left is pirates. I suppose if I am to be alone, I may as well scavenge the rest while they're still around, and probably be the one to put them in the grave. And, you know, grab what I can. Like, remember Asher went down, but at least, well, I didn't get blueprints, I did grab their ship tank. With their heavy industry tank. "42 days, that's it." Oh well. Light industry is now done here, so now you're making even more money. I think you're will now be making the amount of money you would have made if I hadn't hazard pay on earlier. So that's nice. Okay, we're heading to Dagon. Igniston now is ground defense. So, nice little stability buff. Hostilities with other factions. I should try and make nice with them, I suppose. It's just hard to make nice with them when they keep raiding you, so I return the favor. Though I suppose I go a little balls deep. It's proportional. I'm a small guy and they go swing in with capitals at me. I bomb their people into dust. You know, it's swings and roundabouts. I think I saw it moving. Or did I? No, no. Domain error probe. Habitable world in Delta Uz. Low hazard rating. You can't be below 100. I would like to find a cryo chamber place. I remember finding one before, but it was in the goddamn pulsar system. Well, in a system with a goddamn pulsar. If you don't know what they are, it's basically, think a lighthouse, but it's a sun. Instead of guiding you to safety, or like away from danger, it's trying to kill you with its beams. Beams of death! Maybe they've weakened them now, but fuck if I know. Domain error probe. Finding tons here. Automated defenses. Dalek Tucker. Rape and pillage, boys. This is a different model than normal. Sentry, Warden, Defender, Berserker. Yeah, these are different to normal. Oh, so I combined out Tucker with She Prince to Cuck Prince. And it's puzzling. Is it trying to escape? No, no. These are at least of limited intelligence. Although automated these are just automated defenses. The design type Explorarium. That's new. Were forbidden in core domain space, war drones were quietly employed outside of officially incorporated volume. Frontier garrisons were often bolstered by drone ships, and they were deployed liberally against rebellious worlds to tip the terrible balance of attrition, setting the industrial might of domain versus the lives of freedom fighters. Would be nice if we could get these. Because if they were used outside of the core worlds, then, well, maybe this sector would have a few blueprints left over. You could justify it that way. Alpha Uz has an ultra-rich deposits. Something. Wish since we could set up a colony there, we could just find that metal again, but it'll be gone by the time we get back. Sorry if I'm not commentating enough for your liking right now. I'm currently dealing with, I know, remembering some stuff I prefer not to remember. Also, these do got AI officers to them. Trying the use of Lisa Gamma Core. Ooh, we can actually get these. Though I don't know how inferior they are to the other to the remnants. These don't actually have shielding, so I will be hesitant in using them. Five. Fuel production's now done in Browse. Church raid. That's still disrupted. Now this can't get the volatiles it wants. It's producing some volatiles here though. That's actually handy. Only half of what it needs though. There's a Cryosleeper here. Shit, yeah. Tantalus. Isn't that the name of the band in FF9? I can't remember anymore. Something close. This is one of the massive vessels of legend, which transported millions of human emigrants from core systems of the domain out into the great frontiers, stretching from Sagittarius's arm across the Orion Spur. Judging by the weak but stable EM read on the sensors, many of the sleeper caskets remain viable, even after so many hundreds of cycles out here on the wild shores of the Perseus arm. Fuck yeah, baby! Let's party! Missile Auto Forge? Yeah, if I can get this, I'm getting it. And as we fight automated defenses, they get burlier as an overall thing. I think this is a sign of the burlier nature of them. So I'm going to definitely get this guy if I can. If not, I'm just going to hope for fighting more of them. I like the design. It's kind of evil in its look. That almost makes it look kind of fleshy. It's ominous and evil, and it looks quite cool. And again, almost fleshy in a way. I like it. Look. Looks metal. And it put up well against us. Remember, entire fleet against just one of it. Picture of the wreckage. An Alpha Core. I didn't get the ship, but I did at least get an Alpha Core. Within 10 light years of this location. While safe sleeper revival is beyond the capacity of your fleet, a colony established within 10 light years of this location could benefit from a huge influx in populations if built facilities to awaken long-haul sleepers. They caution against any, genetic issues from having so many sleepers as part of a population. I don't see what the issue would be. Ooh, it's got its own little icon. I wouldn't have minded that ship, though. Maybe I'll get lucky another time, or maybe we just can't take it. It'd be too nice to get such a ship. Scattered runes, medium... yeah, this would be a fine place. It's only 100 hazard rating. Pods, 20 marines. I think it was a level 4. Let's check. Planet, current system. Yeah, level 4. It's quite good to me. I can, in my opinion, I can agree. Again, I would not have minded that ship. I would have happily given up one of the ones I already had for it. But it was not to be. Sadly, here isn't making me any cash till the starport comes up. Well, they managed to export a little, but they can't really do much without the starport. It would be nice if factions like the Tritakian and so on, the big lads, would retake planets that they lost. Even if they didn't expand, you know, maybe if they squabbled over the core, or they just squabbled over core worlds. That would be nice, you know? Hopefully there'll be something coming in the future. Ooh, pirate blueprints. Okay, I already know it all. I suppose there'll be no issue selling that to the pirates. It's their own fucking blueprints. But yeah, again, this game isn't fully released yet. It's probably got a while left to go. So... and even then, mods. Mods can be the answer. But I prefer actual canon, if you get me. Mods don't quite do it for me. I'm very obsessed about the canon of a thing. So, but that's just me. Toxic atmosphere, high gravity, abundant volatiles. Ooh, widespread runes, baby. Okay, let's just move on. Place could probably justify another look over, but yeah, I'm not sure. Well, not right now. I'm on a bit of a time limit. But I can set up one new colony. One new colony. And I can upgrade a few other buildings, 4 other structures. Hegemony Expedition. Strong fleet. Fuck. There's nothing I can do about it. Just gonna have to let it go through. But it's only an expedition, it's not an AI seize. Wrong. Alright. I could try and spend a story point to avert it, but I'm broke. Ooh, very nice. So now. Really? Yes, let's fly into the sun, lads. We'll sneak up on... we'll land on the sun. At night. Won't be expecting it. Right now, there doesn't seem to be a penalty for massive death, so I'm just letting it rack up. But once I can get a few colonies going and proper old structures up, maybe upgraded, you know. If I can get it going right, I can just camp somewhere and just let the days tick by, and then hopefully, oh, technology cache. Oh, this is technology cache for the other one. Let's not go near it. They want the alpha core. I'm tempted in denying them the alpha core, because the alpha core is just too sweet to me right now. So I'm tempted in denying them it, but then they'll probably tip off the hegemony, which will trigger a AI raid. I need to be ready to deal with that, and I'm not presently ready to deal with that. So, while the Alpha Core will be nice, the consequences of it aren't. So we're just going to keep ignoring that for the time being. Not till I'm ready. There's no time limit on the quest. So, may as well just keep going. Keep on keeping on. Braddock. We'll be heading there soon. We are making a little bit of money doing all this, but nothing too great. Dual flak cannon, cobra wing. Wow. So who's named all these? Jesus. This is one hell of a place to colonize. I heard you like planets, so here's a planet next to your planet, so you can plan it while you plan it. Sorry, I pretty much am 90% old memes. High tech, yes, yes, yes. I'm getting from some of these places. I'm actually getting, you know, some degree of supply replenishment, so it's quite nice. I'm also getting some degree of fuel. I do actually need. Oh shit! Here's gonna be the last place. I do. I'm running too low on fuel. Should have brought more. Well, if this is gonna be the last place for now, this hasn't been a bad one. This has been quite a nice one. Well, this is quite a nice one to leave off on. Like, look at it. There's so much here. In the one system, I don't need to be jumping around like a lunatic around. And it's giving my ships time to be repaired in preparation for losing them all again when the next AI raid comes. I'm just glad I've run into any pulsars yet. Jesus. Vast runes. Beautiful. Jeez. Sladen. Alright. Oh good, they averted it. So, remember me talking about pulsars? This is one of them. Neutron star. Less hurty than before, but that's probably because of how far away I am. I meant plenty before, where they're like the center of the system, rather than well off to one side. I wonder how badly the AI is affected by them. In a lot of games, the like worst effects the player has to put up with, the AI is just like immune to, I want to say. Oh, no, he missed Luke. Push on through to the other side. Yeah, you have to hide behind the fucking planet. Otherwise, I'd obviously never be camping out in a place with a pulsar. I'll be pretty much just setting the place up and never coming back. Jesus. Yeah, they have two wings to them. It's basically a straight line across. I could go here because there's pirates, and I could kick their ass on the way back. Sure, why not? Just one last beep before I go. They knew I was coming to raid him, so it's just like, you know, one final spit at me. Oh my god. Rami Ishmael's a fucking idiot. I knew he was an idiot before, but he is trying to argue that there's, you know, that 7 Days in Fallujah game. Apparently, it's coming out. People are claiming it's downplaying some war crimes or something. I don't know if it's true. All I know is that they went balls deep on trying to get the UN and Biden to ban it. Yeah, ban it. And they're trying to argue that the game's existence is censorship. The game existing is censorship. But apparently, Rami Ishmael is arguing that. Oh my sweet Jesus. Of course, this is the same guy who gets up on stage in the middle of there's a convention he's hard to speak at. And he gets up on stage in the middle of it, and I couldn't listen to the end of it. He ranted and raved against the Navy SEAL copy pasta. He thought it was fucking legit. He was paid to bitch about the Navy SEAL copy pasta and how, like, why should I have to put up with this abuse in my one on the game forum? It's a Navy SEAL copy pasta. If you don't know what it is, look it up. It's basically this heated tirade of a guy pretending he's hot shit in the Navy. You know, I've got skills you've never seen. I've got 500 confirmed kills. I've been trained in guerrilla, the animal warfare. You know, this bullshit. How? If you don't know what Navy SEAL copy pasta is, but have looked at enough Elsa Anna fanfic, it's actually outright referenced in one of them. Yeah, I read Elsa RK9. Elsa is suffering. It was out of the humor of it, really. There was nothing going on in that for me. It was the humor of it. It was just, hey, someone wrote, what was it, 20,000, 50,000 word Elsana modern day fanfic. But yeah, he took it seriously and was grievously offended at it. He tried to argue that buying a console was a microtransaction. Of course, I guess we know now that he's aiming for a job in EA with microtransactions of, 500 quid. If you want to play this game, you have to pay us a 500 quid fee. There's a reason why I call him the corporate lapdog. I can't. Mum said I understood her wrong or something, but she was saying something before that there was dog brothels in a place, and lapdog there had a different implication. That's stuck in my head. So yeah, I just put two and two together there. But yeah, he's trying to argue that the game is censorship against its very existence is censorship. Yeah, it's not good to cover shit up, but I would argue that the game isn't fucking censorship. Okay, if that game is censorship, then what about the recent Call of Duty game where they put... Wasn't it some, some chick as a frontline fighter with, a robo-arm or something? Didn't she have some, weird modern haircut? Isn't that, shouldn't World War II vets, shouldn't the Cobras Fumantes be up in arms over that? Their first, Screaming Eagles, should they be screaming over that? She had some, anachronistic prosthetic. So many games are, just full bullshit, And certainly the better way of handling this is, this game seems to be inaccurately representing what happened. Here's what actually happened. Feel free to play the game, but acknowledge this is what actually happened. That'll be a better way of handling it rather than, calling for, the government to be allowed to decide what gets made. The UN being able to arbitrate this. I don't think the UN really has has any ground to stand on when it comes to, war crimes. Let's be honest here. So it's just, oh, sweet Jesus, the man is a fucking retard. No, I apologize. I apologize sincerely and deeply and sincerely to everyone who will be clinically classed as retarded. I'm sorry for comparing you to Rami Ishmael. I deeply and sincerely apologize, and I perfectly understand if you can never forgive me. I doubted myself that I could forgive myself if I was in your shoes. They say I discovered a pirate base, but I don't have a fucking clue where it is. If I had managed to get that contact from the story mission, I would have been able to get some rep with Tritachyon. I'll just have to go to the remaining free ports and hope I get one. Good, the raid failed. I was hoping to catch him here. I was also hoping not to. But yeah, I'm not a fan of... Oh, good. I'm not a fan of things in any capacity, being weirdly retconning stuff. But I wouldn't argue the game's very existence is trying to censorship what happened. The game doesn't have that power. And yet it's not. Yet it's that game's existence isn't censorship, and yet them calling for the UN and the US to prevent that game from being made isn't censorship. The game existing is, but them calling for boots to stamp on throats isn't. Them calling for moral restrictions on the production of games isn't. People, I don't care what you believe, what you stand for, just please keep your head clear. It's kind of like when you do drugs and get into a drug haze. I'm going from, reefer madness here. You kind of lose yourself. Ideology, beliefs can be all like that. You kind of lose yourself in them. So while you may stand for one thing, you get wound up and into it so deep you start arguing against what you may have once stood for. And you don't even realize it. I've heard a phrase tossed around. I haven't quite gotten the exact definition. Ad hoc reasoning. You kind of make shit up on the fly to justify shit. Yeah, your mind kind of starts just working off that, as far as I can tell. I'm not saying not to believe whatever you're standing for, but try and keep your head on straight. Try and approach it from a balanced and reasoned position, not this of censorship is bad, I am good, therefore I cannot censor. If you do that, you deserve a slap. I'm being in Minecraft. You deserve a slap in Minecraft. Yeah, please don't do it. It's fucking moronic. And ultimately, all you're doing is hurting that cause you supposedly stand for. To get political for one more moment, I personally see no reason anyone should be treated poorly based on accidents of birth. We're all just meat sacks at the end of the day. And other people say they stand for the same thing and then push bigotry. I agree with that, they say. But these sacks of meat are evil by virtue of their birth. And in the name of equality, we must oppress them. We must grind them into the dirt. You know. So, yeah, don't do that, please. Personally, it hurts my head. Secondly, now people not only have to deal with the initial mess that was there, whatever the issue may be, now they have to clean up your mess. And in the cases I'm thinking of, you've managed to somehow wrangle moral authority, its position of moral authority. And you've made shit work, you've made it even more of an uphill climb to actually fix the issues. And even if people don't see you as moral authority, they'll be once bitten, twice shy. And it'll make it harder for people to drum people to their cause. They got screwed before. What's to say, people actually trying to fix it are actually trying to fix it. And indeed, what's to say they actually are. Can't blame people for feeling like that. And yeah, I do have particular cases in mind. I honestly don't know. If this was Postal, I wouldn't be biting my tongue here. Because I know those devs don't give a shit. They take the piss out of everyone, themselves included. But I feel cagey here because it's... I don't know. I'm not sure if they'll take issue. But it's ultimately... just keep your head on straight. Because you'll be hurting the issue you stand for. And... fuck it. If you don't actually stand for an issue, don't wear its colours. Don't wear its tabard, yeah? You're just dragging it through the muck. Your rose is gone. fuck, I'm cold. I'm starting to shake here. I'm just gonna turn this fan on. It's just in a bit of... fuck it, we'll move it here. I'd moved the fan behind the monitor, so I could have more positioning with the Anjo, keeping back my cable, and it didn't quite work. Well, it worked a little better, but now I couldn't turn the fan on. So I'm just gonna have to adjust it back to normal, so I can get some heat in me. But, like, it's really annoying. I'm in bed, I'm asleep, I wake up because I'm dying with the fucking heat, and then I'm here and I'm like, icebox. Can't make up its fucking mind. But yeah, I do have cases, examples in my mind, but I'm not sure how much I can say. I can give you an idea where what I'm thinking of right now. No, I can't. That idea isn't necessarily connected to what exactly I was saying. It's an example of shittiness, certainly, but it's not it doesn't have the right flow to it, if you get me. It's not right. But anyway, yeah, just please. To get back to my initial point, beyond the secondary one I draw in, keep your head on straight. You may have an argument, you may have a cause you truly believe in, but do your damnedest to keep your head on straight. Don't lose yourself in it. It just turns you into a fucking idiot. Again, it's ideology, strong beliefs, what have you, are a lot like a drug in a way. You can lose yourself in this, reefer haze, man. Obviously, I'm taking the piss with reefer there, but you can lose yourself in it. So just try and try and do your damnedest to keep your head on straight. And if you don't get what I mean by lose yourself, it's, again, you may start off with more moderate viewpoints, but as you get more rabid into it, like, you may have been against, government crackdowns on shit, but now you're like, yes, stamp on everyone who disagrees with me. Wait, why are you doing it to me? Suddenly it's bad. You empower, some despotic dystopian regime, not realizing it could backfire on you. Thinking because you're desiring it must be good. You're the good guy, therefore anything you want is good. Don't fall into that. It's retarded. Aren't I so, polite and eloquent? But no, really, it is a stupid point of view to fall into. It's a very flawed thing. I don't like to think most people are beyond that, but so many people clearly aren't. So even if you think something's right, think it through, yeah? Try and see it from other perspectives. Because just because you think it's right, doesn't mean it is. Or that even if it is right, doesn't mean it can't backfire. For example, a lot of people argue for the death penalty for particular crimes. And personally, I'm not sure how much I give a shit. If someone's truly done those particular crimes, pedophilia, murder, raping and pillaging, I'm not sure how much I give a shit if they die. But my issue on it stands here. What if you get an innocent person? So many people say, so what? So what? So many people have said it. And so many innocent people have died for it. And they slept just as fine at night. Well, the others never slept again. It's better for a guilty man to go free than for the innocent one to pay the price. Now that guilty man or woman, may act again. Punish the innocent man. Wow. They won't be doing anything ever again, will they? So yeah, there's too many people, you know, being falsely imprisoned. You've all known cases, people being falsely accused and beaten to death in the streets, lynched. Yeah, you don't want to really institutionalize that, do you? Even if it's not beaten to death in the streets, named, dragged through the muck, then executed as a criminal only to find out, oh, well, I lied. I made shit up. Remember the kid, remember the teacher that was beheaded in the streets in France? Because a student claimed he was arachnophobic? That's... Where's my mind going there? Islamophobic. The student apparently later on came out and admitted she lied to avoid her dad knowing she was late for school. That guy died for her lies. So you may think it's justified in stamping a boot on someone's throat here. And you know what? Maybe you're right. Let's say you are. What about next time? What about time after that? You set a precedence. That's the thing. You execute someone, and yet say you're entirely right in doing so. You set a precedence. You don't... It's not a one-off thing. You set a precedence. This is what we do to this crime. We have evidence. We've hit the certain tier. We kill you. Bang, you're dead. Now you got an innocent guy. Innocent gal. Round up the flagpole. Use as an example. Or... they pissed off someone high up. We're going to make a show of you. We're going to ruin your name. We're going to break you. We're going to kill you. And everyone's going to cheer. You know? That is what you're arguing for. So, keep that in mind. Now, think things through. See how they can bite you on the ass. It's kind of like a genie. You know, if you're making a wish, they're going to screw you. Gotta make sure it screws you as little as possible. And ultimately, that means try and be, you know, stride for your point, but be moderate in it, if you get me. Don't go, you know, firebrand, frotting zealot. Because even if we agree on the point, I'm inclined to want to slap you. And depending on how bad you are, I'm not sure I'll be inclined to stop. Now I'm too hot. Okay, you know what, fuckers. What, really? You let me in? Ooh. The Pirate Shrike might be a little weak. Really? 38? Jesus. Actually put you back. Yeah, do it. Is everyone fine? Thank you for letting me use your services. No die. So I wonder how many people I'll piss off with the point I made there. Again, I'm not great at talking off the cuff, so I probably shouldn't be doing it. But I just kind of got caught up in my own flow and energy. I do. Here, I'm just gonna stop the recording here so I can easily snip it out to show Mom, see what she thought of my tangent.